proving Thales theorem, otherwise known as basic proportionality theorem. So let us take the triangle ABC and draw a line DE such a way that it is parallel to BC. So DE is intersecting AB at D and AC at E. Now let us join B with E and D with C. So now there are two triangles that are newly formed, which are BDE and DEC. If you notice, both the triangles are having a common side, which is DE. Now also notice that triangle BDE and CDE are between two parallel lines DE and BC. Now let us try to find out the area of these two triangles BDE and CDE and see if they are anyway related. Taking DE as the base for triangle BDE, you need to find the height first. So the height would be for DE will be a perpendicular from DE to B. So now it should be from here B to a perpendicular to DE. It would be something like this. So and similarly the perpendicular at C for CDE with DE as a base, the height would be a perpendicular at C with respect to DE. You see? So both these perpendiculars are crossing this line DE somewhere here and here. Draw an imaginary line along DE so that we can check where exactly perpendiculars at C and B are intersecting DE. See, somewhere here. Okay, so this is the height. This is this one and this one are the heights of triangles BDE and CDE respectively. Triangle BDE and CDE are having same height because DE is parallel to BC. Any line perpendicular to both these parallel lines would be of the same length. So here this line as well as this line must be of the same length because they are normals drawn between two parallel lines DE and BC. So their heights are same. Triangle BDE and CDE, these two triangles heights are same. And their base is also same. We have taken the same base which is DE. So both base and height are same means their areas must be same. Area of triangle BDE is equal to area of triangle CDE. This is the first step we have proved. Now let us remove these heights because we are anyway done with the areas of triangles BDE and CDE and move further. Now consider triangle ADE and BDE. Now instead of DE, let us take BD as the base for triangle BDE and try to find the height of the triangle with respect to BD as the base. So with BD as the base, the height of the triangle BDE can be obtained by drawing a perpendicular from E towards BD. So it is something like this. Okay. Now let us mark this point. This is the height of the triangle BDE with BD as the base. So when you calculate the area of this triangle BD with BD as the base, this is the height of the triangle BDE. Now moving on to triangle ADE, let us take AD as the base and try to find the respective height for ADE. So if you are taking AD as the base, then the height of the triangle ADE must be a perpendicular to AD pointing to E. Draw a line from AD to E which is perpendicular from E to AD. Again, it is also passing through the same line which was drawn for BDE as height. Means both triangle BDE and ADE height is same, which is EL. When you consider AD and BD as the basis of these two triangles. So now let us take the areas of both the triangles ADE and BDE and take their ratio. So if you calculate the area of triangle ADE, it would be 1 by 2 into base, which is AD, into its height, which is EL. Similarly, if you calculate the area of triangle BDE, whose base is BD and height is EL, would be 1 by 2 multiplied by BD multiplied by EL. And if you take the ratio of these two things, like area of triangle ADE and BDE, then it would be AD by BD. This implies area of triangle ADE is equal to area of triangle BDE multiplied by AD by BD. Let us take this as equation 1. Now let us repeat the process we have done in step 2, but this time with triangles ADE and CDE. Earlier we have done for ADE and BDE. Now we will do the same for ADE and CDE. But this time we will take base AE and EC for the respective triangles. Again, if you find the height of the triangles CDE and ADE, they also both intersect at AE, which is normal to D. So the perpendicular from D to AE will somewhere intersect here. So let us draw a perpendicular from D to AE, which is like this, and let it be M. So here again, DM is same height for both ADE and CDE. So the height of these two triangles is same. ADE and CDE height is also same, just like for ADE and BDE. So the height will be DM. So now let us calculate the area of these two triangles and take the ratio, like we have done in step 2. So when you calculate the area of triangle ADE and CDE with AE and EC as the bases, then area of triangle ADE would be 1 by 2 multiplied by AE, which is base of a triangle ADE, multiplied by DM, which is the height of triangle ADE. Likewise, area of triangle CDE is equal to 1 by 2 multiplied by EC, which is the base of the triangle CDE, multiplied by height, which is DM. So if you consider the ratio of these two triangles ADE and CDE, it would be AE by EC, because 1 by 2 cancel out and DM also cancel out. So that implies area of triangle ADE is equal to area of triangle CDE multiplied by AE divided by EC. So let us take this one as equation 2. So now from equation 1 and equation 2, they both are same actually. Area of ADE, both are related to area of ADE. So now if you equate equation 1 and equation 2, this becomes like this. Area of ADE multiplied by AD by BD is equal to area of CDE multiplied by AE by EC. But from step 1, if you notice, area of triangle BDE is same as area of triangle CDE. So this one and this one cancel out each other. This implies AD by BD is equal to AE by EC. Hence, the theorem is proved.